They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
QB's trash. Let's go. Slam, slam, slam.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Ready? 6, right there, 56. Here we go. 8! 56. Mike's 56.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
At their own 19-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Michel. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Michel. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going deep here for Parker. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal.
Under 10, under 10.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers, nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
At the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Express! Here we go. What is it?
A run for Nick Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Express! Mike, 53.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Patriots take over. A first update now from Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
58 to Mike. Hey, watch the
They go play action here on first down. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
57 to Mike. Man out, man out, man out, man out. What is it?
Following the fumble recovery, Newton flushed to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he gets it down to the 32. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. On the ground, Michelle. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Mike, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They run again on first down, Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
20. Check four.
On second and a couple. Newton, he gets this one to Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Chubb. And an alley to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Nick Chubb, 26 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
We play and win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field...
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for New England. 55 yards.
First down.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on first and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Let him know.
On second and 9, Jackson. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Check it out. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Michel on an island by himself in the backfield, second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Newton on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
That's how we do it.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. The Steelers send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Taken from just outside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Michelle. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 39, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Newton. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
From the red zone now, Newton. Complete. It's Johnson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half.
And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 48 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Michel. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they have that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He may try and run for this. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
Check it back, check it back.
Following the penalty, Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel taking it in. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Chubb. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Newton. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Check 43. Kill. It's free.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Watch the slant. 55.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Oh, here we go.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing is Newton. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. A give to Michel running right. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And it's Michel once again. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They run. Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the 50, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Watch the run. 57's the mic. Watch 57. I got you, pump. 57's the mic. 57.
From the gun, Newton. And this is caught by Watkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Newton to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 12-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Rip left, rip left.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
New England on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
They've gone to the fourth quarter now in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Newton now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Newton. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald, 32 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On second down, Michel. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep it on the ground. Michel, and he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First down, Patriots.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. On the ground, this is Michel. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under 1 minute to go now in the football game. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's screen. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Michel, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Martin, the return. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Pats, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.